Alright, so plug that vacuum line off. Like I said, I'll plug the anti-dieseling solenoid back in. Let's flip this back over to engine crank and see what it does. I kind of have a feeling we're sucking air on the gas, but maybe not. I hear the fuel pump running. It's idling better. Oh, and I did check the oil in it. Radio doesn't work. Well, I think the only way we're gonna get it to run a little better is maybe take the top off the carburetor. There is a sight glass on the carburetor and it does have fuel in it. So ooh, that's better. This thing has no muffler, straight pipe with a like a 3 or 4 inch chrome tip on it. This carburetor is just trashed up. Let's see what I've got for carburetors. I think I put the jets at a... I had a few carburetors for these things. So, there's a couple differences. So, here's one. And thought I had another one. Oh, is that it back there? Okay, so here's what we've got. Let's plug stuck on something. Okay. So, here's what we've got. This is a G200 carburetor. This is a G180 carburetor. They're both Hitachi. The G180 or the G200 had a different style air cleaner. I like the style for the G180 better. And this is a, it's got more pollution and electronic stuff on it for pollution control. So I did not use the G200 carburetor. I used a G180 carburetor, but what I did was I swapped the jets out of the G200 and put in a G180 carburetor. So this is a stock G180 carburetor, and what's on it is a G180 with the jets out of a G200. Follow that? This carburetor, I'm trying to remember, one of them had some issues. One of them, oh, I remember. So, yeah, this one is out of my 81. I had an 81 Chevy Luv. This was the stock carburetor on it, replaced with a Weber. The one that's on it is the original 1980. I think it's a 1980. I think. Yeah. This is the original. Well, hang on. Yes. I'm thinking. Okay. This is originally a G180 carburetor. Let me turn this down. I don't want to get charging so much. Alright, so I probably need to stick with this carburetor because it's got the jets and everything for the G200 motor. But it's plugged up, so I'm probably going to at least take the top off of it and see if we can see what's going on. I just thought of something. I think I remembered why this was undone. I think there was something in the wiring. This was not getting a hot signal, and so I think I put a jumper wire to it. This was the last time I had it running. Or I did that last time I had it running. Last time I had it running, I think I found that that wire was not hot, and so I jumpered it. Alright, let's try that. I think that's why I had it unplugged. I don't have the battery on engine crank, but maybe the battery itself's got some charge in it. So I have the charger on engine crank. I think that's a good battery. It's been sitting in here a couple years. Yeah. It's still doing the same thing. Yeah, that carburetor's just trashed out. Well, let me see about digging into it. So, a few minutes later, we've got the top off the carburetor, we've got the gasket off, and I've undone some of the little plugs and stuff that cover up some of the jets, and I've sprayed some old can of carbon choke cleaner down in there. Used the air blower, blew it out. There was a big chunk of something on top of that jet, so that could have been causing some problems. And then I'm about to blow the bowl out, and I can't. I'm gonna try to blow the underside of the carburetor off, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Alright, there we go. So let's hook the little solenoid back up, and we're gonna go turn the key on, get the fuel pump going. Check for some fuel leaks. Oh, and we're leaking. We're leaking out the bowl. Quite a bit. Alright, turn that off. Oh, I think the little sight glass thing is not seated in all the way, so let me fix it. Alright, let's try it now. Fuel pump running. And we look good, no drips. So, let's see what it does now. Could still be some electronic parts of the carburetor that aren't working. It's almost idling. Ooh. We still got something going on, electronic. It's doing the same thing. That carburetor's not dirty. So let's get a test light and I'll test all these fuses.